Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day today. I've got some big, fun news to talk about. Honestly, this might be the most exciting Dead by Daylight news we've had in a long time. Well, I don't know, I'm kind of hyped about the Stranger Things Chapter 2. But this isn't official news and it's not confirmed. But this is news that actually has meaning, and it's something that we've all talked about in the community, and now it finally feels like it's possible that it could happen. So what are we going to talk about? Well, Pennywise. There's a real path that Pennywise could get into Dead by Daylight. And not just him, but a whole bunch of other horror characters too. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, you know how every time Behaviour asks people who they want in Dead by Daylight, Pennywise is always at the top? Well, Jason, Candyman, Predator, those names come up too, but we all want Pennywise. Yeah, it'd be awesome, but Warner Brothers is never going to let us do it. And Stephen King's kind of blocking the path too. But for years, people have been begging for Pennywise, and the devs have hinted that they've tried. They just couldn't make it work because of Warner Brothers has always been super strict with their horror characters. And Dead by Daylight players have kind of accepted that Pennywise is just stuck behind this giant brick wall. But now, that wall might be coming down. So here's the crazy part. On December 5th, 2025, Netflix announced that they are buying Warner Brothers' entire film and TV studio, and that includes the teams and their rights behind It 2017, It Chapter 2, Welcome to Derry, and a whole bunch of other IPs that are owned by Warner Brothers. Basically, anything that had to do with Pennywise on screen. So now, even though the deal isn't done, they have to go through a whole legal process, and it won't finish until around late 2026. But once it's done, Netflix will officially own the It franchise. All of the Pennywise stuff, all of the Welcome to Derry stuff, all of the Chapter 1 and 2 movie stuff, the whole thing. And that changes everything. Why? Because Netflix, unlike Warner Brothers, well, Netflix actually works with Dead by Daylight. We've already seen what Netflix will do. They gave us Stranger Things. They let Behaviour bring Stranger Things back after it left. And they're even doing a Stranger Things Season 2 or Chapter 2. That tells us something really important. Netflix is willing to license their characters to Behaviour. Netflix is easier to work with compared to Warner Brothers, and Netflix sees value in having their characters in Dead by Daylight. And now imagine Netflix owns Pennywise. Suddenly, the monster that was locked away behind Warner Brothers is sitting in a building with open doors. That's why I'm super excited about this, because Pennywise could finally be moving into an IP family that actually collaborates with Dead by Daylight. So Netflix is set to own a bunch of horror stuff, but Pennywise is the biggest prize here. Why? Because Pennywise already has a huge fan base, proven popularity, a modern remake, a brand new show, merchandise that sells like crazy, and iconic visuals, the red balloon, the teeth, the deadlights. Behaviour loves characters with big visual identities, and Pennywise fits perfectly in Dead by Daylight. Plus, the devs have already said before that they would love to have Pennywise in the game. I believe it was Matthew Cote said that was his dream license that they don't have yet. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to happen for sure, but well, things are lining up and it could happen. Okay, so let's talk about timing. Behaviour has said many times that it takes a chapter, a full year, killer, survivor, map, everything. It takes them about a year from the time they sign the deal to get it into the game. So here's a realistic timeline. Late 2025? No, that's not going to happen. Early 2026? Nope. But they announced the deal. Netflix is acquiring Warner Brothers. It'll be finished in mid to late 2026. The transition goes through. Netflix officially owns Warner Brothers Studio and all the Pennywise IP. Only then can Behaviour start talks. 2026, 2027. If Behaviour reaches out right away and Netflix agrees, then the chapter would start in development. Late 2027, mid 2028, the soonest possible Pennywise chapter release. That might sound far away, but honestly, it's the first time we've ever had a path, like a real path, a real timeline for Pennywise to join the game. Now, I know that's a long path, but it's a real path. Just imagine the possibilities. Pennywise from the movies, Pennywise from the show, the Deadlights, a legendary skin of Pennywise as the spider form. The survivors, we can get Beverly, Bill, Richie, Eddie, Stan, Mike, or Ben, or maybe even the characters from Welcome to Derry. I would prefer the movie, but Pennywise is still Pennywise, and if whatever we have to do to get him in the game, I would be happy with. We could get maps like the Neilboat House, the sewer tunnels, the Derry streets, or the carnival area from Chapter 2. Pennywise could literally become one of the most detailed and unique chapters in DBD. I'm really excited for this. I'm a big Stephen King fan. I'm a big fan of Pennywise and It. And this matters because before we've had no timeline, no chance, no option, and no hope. But now, that door's open because Netflix works with Behaviour. Netflix will own the IP. The fans want it. Behaviour wants it. And Netflix works with Behaviour. Everything's finally moving in the right direction. And it's not just Pennywise. I mean, now there's a path for Valak from The Nun, Annabelle, and other characters that Netflix is now going to own. So yeah, for the first time ever, Pennywise might actually have a real shot of getting into Dead by Daylight. Not a rumor, not a meme, not like maybe someday. A real, actual chance. But the deal needs to be finished first. Talks need to happen, and it still takes a year to build a chapter. But the fact that the rights are finally moving to a company that actually works with Behaviour, that is huge. Once Netflix owns Pennywise, it won't be locked behind the Warner Brothers vault anymore. He'll be sitting right next to Stranger Things, a franchise Dead by Daylight has already partnered with. That's why I'm excited. That's why this is such a big deal. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me in this video. Let me know in the comments which version of Pennywise you'd want the fog. The movie, the TV one, both. What skins would you like to see? What survivors would you like to see? What maps and what do you think Pennywise's power would be like? If you got anything out of the video, please hit that like button. It tells YouTube this video is worth watching. Do all the other YouTube stuff. Share, comment. If you're watching on mobile, please drop a hype for the video. And guys, I will see you in the next one.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.